All right, and news for the run. Starting off with some college football recap because there was a couple good games here and some games that were almost upsets. So Alabama, they put a hurting on Wisconsin, 42-10 in Wisconsin. Then you had Georgia, they escaped the upset against Kentucky. They ended up winning that game 13-12, but it was a close one. Then we saw Tennessee, they slapped up 71 on Kent State. 71 points on Kent State. Oregon, they beat down on Oregon State 49-14. Miami, they slapped up 62 against Ball State. It was a beatdown. Anyway, some of the games you can look forward to this upcoming weekend for college football. In the Big Ten, you got Michigan State versus Boston College. You'll also see Michigan versus USC, which is a well-anticipated game. You also have in the Big Ten, you can watch Northwestern versus Washington. A lot of people forget, Washington, hey, they are a Big Ten school now. But some of the other games you can watch, Bama, they have a bye week this week, so they're not going to be playing. But you can also watch the Louisville versus Georgia Tech game, UCLA versus LSU. That'll be a good game there. And then also Miami versus South Florida, Tennessee versus Oklahoma. That'll be definitely one to watch there, coming on almost in those prime time slots. Now, over in the NFL, man, we got some news going on, some injury updates that I want to give you guys. The Los Angeles Rams receiver Cooper Kupp, he's expected to miss an extended period of time due to his ankle injury he suffered in Week 1 against the Lions. Vikings, Justin Jefferson, he suffered a small quad injury in the game yesterday against the 49ers. Detroit Lions, Amon-Ra St. Brown went down with the injury late game against the Buccaneers, but it's said to have only been cramps, so he'll most likely return to the field next week. And then Chiefs running back Isaiah Pacheco, he went down with the injury. And it's been reported that it was a fractured labia, so the latest of the sayings is that he'll miss at least 6 to 8 weeks with the Kansas City Chiefs. Then you got Deebo Samuel here. He's expected to miss an extended period of time against the game in the Vikings next week due to a calf strain that he suffered. But there's no specific time on when he'll return at the moment. And then just a couple games that happened too in the NFL, just in case you were paying attention, or even if you weren't paying attention, you might have been locked in on your team. I know a lot of people, parlays got ruined because of some upsets that happened, but the Buffalo Bills smacked up the Dolphins, as we know. The Saints put a hurting on the Cowboys, which is crazy. The Buccaneers ended up beating the Lions, as me and Eric Vincent discussed. The Green Bay Packers, they escaped the loss against the Colts. 49ers lost to the Vikings. Sam Darnold had himself a game over there with the Vikings. You had the Chargers, they beat the Panthers. Browns beat the Jaguars. Cardinals beat the Rams, put up 41. Chiefs, they beat the Bengals by 1 point, 26-25. There's a controversial call there. Then you had the Texans and the Bears play in prime time, and we saw the Houston Texans end up defeating the Chicago Bears in prime time, which was a great game. However, I want to shift the attention over to the NFC South. We know Falcons are playing tonight. Also, there's a team out there in the NFC South, man, I'm kind of scared of. Not necessarily the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but I'll be honest, bro. The New Orleans Saints, they deserve a lot of respect. Because the Saints, bro, they might be the biggest sleepers in the NFL, man. Their offense have been flowing. They scored 15 times in 15 possessions that they've had this season. And the last time they put anything close to 93 points in the first 2 games, they ended up playing in the Super Bowl. And this year so far in these first 2 games, they put up 91 points. So, I mean, the way the offense is looking, they looking like they trying to make a run for the Super Bowl right now. It looks like they took that, Lil Wayne ain't performing in the halftime show. Looked like they took that super personal. So, I just got to say, with the Saints, man, the run game has been on point. We know, obviously, Alvin Kamara, the dude is talented, but with Jameson Williams, like with him being there as well, like they have a lot of a diversity in the backfield there. But above all, this offense has really just showed us something that we didn't really expect, man. Derek Carr has been playing on another level. And obviously the defense has been playing on another level. And that defense is going to be crucial in these next few weeks and playing against all these other high-powered offenses. Because in this game against the Cowboys, I honestly didn't really think the Saints had much of a chance. I thought it was going to be close, but ultimately the Cowboys come in at home opener. They were 16-0 in the previous home games, opening the season. So I'm like, okay, you know, Cowboys gotta have some sort of advantage here. But that just did not matter at all, man. Jamal Williams, Alvin Kamara both dominated. And then the receiving core over there is very, very nasty. Chris Olave, you got Shaheed, man. You got Morrell. Like, they got so much talent over there with the Saints. And, you know, I'm going to say all this is just say, you keep an eye out for them, man. If you want to watch some good football, look at the New Orleans Saints and just look at what they've been doing, bro. They've been playing great so far. The only thing that could possibly hurt them down the line, knock on wood, is, you know what? Not even going to say it, but I mean, you had Tyrann playing great. Your defensive back group is solid in Lattimore. And then you got Kool-Aid, McKinstry. He's been playing great. Like, you got some guys in that secondary who not only can cover, but those guys can also come up and make a tackle if needed. And we've seen them do that. And then as the defense have been playing great, you got the offense slapping 40 points. 40 is a lot of freaking points to put up in a football game. I don't care who you're playing. I thought it was fluke against the Panthers, but I did say, I'm on record saying, 40 is a lot of points, so you can't underestimate them. And for them to go out here and put up 40 against the Rams, I know the Rams are beaten and bruised up already in week 2, but that's still tremendous work from them, man. That's tremendous work from them. So you got to give credit where it's due. And although I hate to see it coming from a Falcons fan, the New Orleans Saints, man, they look damn good. They look damn good right now. And I'm terrified going into week 4 to play the New Orleans Saints, because I think it's going to be in Atlanta, but it's just going to be a little scary. Anyway, look, man, I'm going to try and drop in some more info about the Atlanta Falcons and the Eagles. Y'all might get a late after game, post game reaction. Not gonna count on it, but anyway, y'all might get that. If anything, y'all see it tomorrow with the rest of the episodes and the rest of the pieces of the episode. But we're gonna take a quick break or possibly an exit. We're gonna leave it at that. But anyway, most likely we come in with the post game recap, because I gotta let you know once the Falcons get the dub. But it'll be interesting because it's like right in the middle of the episode. So all right, we'll be right back. Or we'll see you tomorrow or later on this week.